I guess we living in a different time too, right now, in a different time. You know, I kind of feel for what our sisters are going through, because back when I was coming up, when it came to the hair, like to go to a salon was a scenario in which sisters, our women would be able to treat themselves for special occasions, right? It wasn't every day our women was going to get makeup and going to get to the salons and all these others. It would be for graduation or for a special occasion, they would go to salons. And doing the hair, Elder Lawya, was more so a community thing, right? You there, Lawya?
Yep, I'm there.
It was more of a community thing. It was more a thing where a bonding of our community when it comes to sisters and all that. You would sit on the steps. There was one girl who probably did the hair for the whole block. 2 or 3 of them, they would sit on their stoop and they would do each other hair, take care of their hair. I remember the Blue Magic grease, the big jar of Pergamont green grease.
Mm-hmm.
And it was more of a community thing where they really took care of each other's hair. That was a thing. But now everyone is in the hustle and the bustle. They're spending more time on their phones and Instagram and not paying more attention to their personal selves. And if it separated the community, right? So hair was a deep thing back then, and sisters would take care of each other like that. But we're living in a different time. We're living in a different time, right? And to go to a salon, that was like a luxury. That you don't have appointments every other time to have your hair done like that, right? And a matter of fact, it was more about being able to, save your money and not just throw your money into in the frivolous things that doesn't show a return, right? So it was important not to put that much money in your hair and all that, right? It's like, listen, sister was paying $25, $50 at that time, get their hair done, get extensions or braids or whatever the case is. But I didn't know it was going to come to this. We had no idea. Or we would have stood in the gap back then and say, nah, we didn't know where it was going. Right? But at one time, there was a time where sisters used to take care of each other's hair. It wasn't no salon. Right? So hopefully we can get back to that. Even within the church, we're doing homeschooling soon and all that. We can get more so back to community. Right? Because now the Asians and others have come in with their salons and are robbing our communities blind. Right? We're consuming all their products, giving them everything, and they're looking down on us like nothing. And, and it's to a point where some of the aesthetics they've given us, it makes it where our women have become dependent on having to go there. Some of these products have done harm to a degree that now you must have the hair. You must have the makeup because some of the products has poisoned, the face and all that. And it poisoned the hair and all these things. So I just pray that our sisters get back to what it used to be. Right? And by the grace of the Almighty, we will. Right? But all in all, we have to stop following these witches. Witches have destroyed the community. Enough is enough. The Bible. Is it hard to understand?
When it comes to reading the Bible, the first thing that comes to mind is the fact that this is the Word of God.
The seals have been broken, and the truth is here.
And when we go throughout the scriptures, when we go throughout extra biblical records, we find that the language that God employed, that He used to create the heavens and the earth, was the Hebrew language.
Christ said, I came for the lost sheep of the house
of Israel. But yet no one, no religious leader, no religious church out there anywhere can now identify the 12 tribes of Israel. Can we? God is quite simple, but it seems as if man makes understanding him hard.
What are those mysteries?
The truth of your book and the truth will make you free. The Hebrew and Bible Academy, you're invited.